We are back, ladies and gentlemen. After the spot in the last match, this crowd is still on their feet. Armor King putting Ashley on the table, and it was just an amazing sight to see. Luckily, it wasn't my table. Anyway, Armor King advances and will face, well, Prince Persia in the next match. But now, the Cruiserweight title run. As you see, and you should obviously know who that is, Vega, the new signing of XWA, will be going in this Cruiserweight tournament. The narcissist, at least, already brought his own camera crew, saying he will not sign autographs. And as quick as he is getting into the ring, just that fast. Going off the rope. Playing to this crowd like only he can. And we shall see how he does against whoever his opponent may be. All the question marks, so I will be surprised with the rest of you. It can't be. We get Armor King in the second match, and we get the original King in the third one. King should not be competing here tonight. Why is he here? If you listen to that reception, you'll know why he's here. The last time we saw him, he was getting decimated by Nightmare, who put the exclamation point on the victory by laying him out with a steel chair before the show's conclusion. But now, King, seemingly better recovered but still with those injured ribs, says he's going to face Vega tonight. Tekken versus Street Fighter, huh? King still content to not wrestle with that mask. He said if he is going to be competitive in the rest of his career, he wants to do it without the power of the mask. He wants to be able to know that he's good enough without it, that he can be successful. But coming out here injured against Vega is not my idea of proving how good you are. But like I said, all you have to do is hear this ovation for him, and you'll know why he does what he's doing tonight. Vega only cares for himself. King cares about everyone. I'll just let him soak up the moment. And here we go. Vega starting off quick with a knee to King's face, taunting him if he's down there. Now Vega putting King in like, looks like a modified reverse version of a figure four and a sharpshooter. Whatever it is, he's got King locked into it, and King is at Vega's mercy at the moment. King still down, Vega trying to put it on again, and King fights his way out of it. Vega, one of his keys is his quickness, as King tried to slide out of the ring back there, but Vega catches him before he gets the chance to. Vega off of King's back and knees him into the face. And avoiding the ref. The ref didn't even know where Vega went. One of Vega's greatest strengths is his speed. Now on the top rope where he can be most dangerous, and he jumps up before King gets to him. Now taking King to the face and looking for a dropkick. King moves. Tries to elbow him. Vega moves out of the way. Vega over the back of King. Vega over across from the clothesline from King. Now throwing it down with a leg. Now, King seems to be in a pretty bad way here, but avoiding the elbow. That one, but gets kneed with the knee upon getting up. Vega's been landing that knee at will tonight. Looking for something here. And he lands a clothesline where he does a 360 spin in the air and he backflip. And he's putting King back in that submission hold again. Vega from one move to the third move. As quick as, I'm not going to use the pun. I'm not going to say quick as a hiccup. All I'll say is that a hiccup envies Vega. Now King trying to go back on it. Vega counters with a German suplex. And Vega playing to the crowd, or maybe just playing up to himself to show how great he thinks he is. Now he's putting King in a Boston Crab. Cranking back on that. And that puts a lot of pressure on King's ribs, which are already injured to begin with. And he goes straight for the other ribs. It's like Vega probably just noticed they were there. And he attacks the ribs again. Now taunting King, and King makes him pay for it. Vega just having his way. Doesn't even look like he's taking King that seriously. But King is taking Vega seriously, and that's what matters. Circling around each other. Now what's King doing? Vega taunting him, telling him to get back in the ring. Now just sitting down, staring at him. Doesn't know what to make of it, but King has obviously got some sort of strategy here. And Vega looking out the top rope, and King moves out of the way by getting into the ring casually. That was a great yet casual counter by King. And now he taunts Vega, who gets him with a clothesline. Now King gets Vega on the ground. King making Vega look a little foolish there. And down goes Vega from a punch to King. From a punch from King, actually. And a leg drop from King. Like I said, King is taking Vega seriously. Injured ribs or no injured ribs, King is going to try to win this match. Whether Vega cares more about looking pretty than winning the match is yet to be seen, as he's attacking the ribs of King, who's grabbing at the back of him in obvious pain. Now he's going full out on Vega, smashing that mask, trying to knock it off. Now Vega going for another drop kick, and King moves out of the way. Drops the elbow down on Vega. Vega on backup, knocking King in the face, looking for a King counter. That come back in a counter from Vega. Now Vega with the signature backflip raise hand taunt. Now looking, goes for a swinging neck breaker or a front foot neck breaker, and he lands a moonsault. He lands a moonsault on King, and that's gonna do it. 1, 2. King kicks out at 2, but not too quick to get up from it. King has a lot of heart, more heart than I've seen just about anyone else in this kind of industry. And now he attacks into the gut, and Vega goes down and under to attack the back of King. Into the corner King goes. What's Vega going for here? Vega's got him up and down with a front flipping neck breaker. He's done a reverse neck breaker or a front flipping neck breaker. What's left for him to do to King? And he lands a splash from the top rope with a little bit of style added onto it. Will this do it to King? Almost. The ref's hand almost came down for 3 there, but King kicked out of it. King saying, that doesn't affect me. He reverses Vega again and comes back with another shot. Vega, Ryu Hayabusa, and the Prince of Persia use that move to perfection. Now King taking Vega into the corner this time and knocking him down with a shot. But he's holding those ribs in obvious pain, trying to fight through it. But he can't concentrate on the match when he's in pain of his ribs, and he attacks the face of Vega, who covers it instantly. Throws Vega to the outside. King still got a little bit of pep in his step, but he's very hurt in the ribs now. Trying to mount some sort of offense as Vega strikes him in the face. King throwing Vega on the outside. King trying to walk this off. Those injuries to his ribs are severe from what Nightmare did to him. And Vega goes over the top rope with a cross body. And he taunts King on the ground as he does it. King just focusing too much on his injured ribs right now. They may be more injured than we think they are. But they're not injured enough to have to do this. He puts Vega up and down. And attacking and grabbing his ribs again in obvious pain. As Vega is there for the taking. He turns Vega over and tries to put him in a camel clutch, maybe trying to work on the ribs of Vega. And Vega reverses it by throwing him downwards. King cannot keep the pressure on Vega with his ribs in the condition they are. But King does it for the fans. Win, lose, or draw. And now what's Vega going to do? Don't do it! And he throws his arm into the post. And he does it again. King's arm into the ring post. And no! King counters and throws his arm and says, how did you like it? King still walking around there with his injured ribs. Got a lot of fight left in him, but it always comes back to the ribs as Vega's just running circles around him now. And he gets the dropkick to the knee, which he'd been looking for all night. Vega over the back King. And again, King trying to follow him. Vega's going back and forth and back and forth. King cannot stay with this guy. This guy just moving back and forth on King. King does not know where to go. And he goes with a front flipping neck breaker on King. And what's Vega going for here? Vega going for his own camel clutch on the injured ribs. King has no choice here. It's in the middle of the ring. He has to tap. And Vega wins it via submission. Those injured ribs just keep catching up to King, no matter what he tries. And Vega celebrating the victory here